Hi. So as you could probably tell from the intro there, I have spent the better part of most of this week sick. Although I guess not this week anymore, it's Sunday by now. Most of what you saw there was filmed on Tuesday, with like the tiniest amount filmed on Wednesday morning. So by Sunday I was like, I'm feeling off, and then I was like, oh, I think I'm getting sick on Monday. And then on Tuesday in the evening, that's when I really started to not feel well. And then I was done basically all of Wednesday and Thursday, most of Friday, just starting to come back yesterday on Saturday. And then today I'm feeling like worse than I did yesterday, but like a lot better than I felt earlier in the week. So I have accomplished very little. Most of what I have accomplished has been computer work, so it's been processing product photos and getting social media posts ready to go and loaded up. I haven't really gotten a whole lot of video editing done because my brain just is not functioning super great with it, so I'm hoping to get some of that done this coming week. But that does mean the rest of this vlog is probably going to be pretty short because there's only so much for me to film, and I've been stopping filming on Tuesday, and that's been working really well for me. So I'll try to get as much in as I can for today and tomorrow and Tuesday, but no real promises that this is going to be some length of a vlog that I normally am aiming for. Hello friends, it is now Monday, and I'm going to try and make at least some of this vlog interesting. So we're going to try and make a little bit of soap. I might have to have some weird cuts in here because I am still sick. So there is still some coughing and some difficulties breathing. So I'm gonna do my best. But we have all of the fragrances that I was missing for the last few core collection soaps. So we've got Lemon Verbena for Zest Assured, we have Dragon's Blood for Rough Boy, and we have Oatmeal Milk and Honey for Zub Zub. So I'm gonna kick it off with Zest Assured because that one's pretty easy and straightforward. And then I'm gonna need to make more lye, so we'll have to take a break. But we're gonna try and do what we can. So I do have my oil base here, ready to go. Got our new blender heads here. And I already have my fragrance and my kaolin clay mixed in here. Make sure that had a nice, good pre-blend. And then I have purple vibrance and yellow vibrance in here. It's only 2 colors, should be pretty straightforward. Nice, easy pour. So let's go ahead and get the lye added in. If you ever wonder why we unhook this, it's because otherwise it has a tendency to fall over. There we go. Keeps things safe. Okay, let's get this separated out into my colors. I know that wasn't all of the base, and that's okay. I need this to still be pourable. So I'll pour a little bit more after I've got at least the initial pour started here. I was so worried that this vlog is going to be super short and boring because I was sick for most of this last week and just not really feeling like filming when you're not well. And I'm sure that's fine. No one's going to sit there and like get mad at me about it. Still, you know, content creator brain is what it is. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer here. Get you a better shot. So I do really like Zest Assured for how easy it is to pour. That certainly helps. It's literally just this. Which is great. A little messy, but otherwise good. Okay, there's one. This fragrance is also super well behaved, so it's going to take it a second before I can move this mold, which I've realized is maybe not smart of me to put it smack dab in the middle of the table. But, you know, choices were made. So we'll put this one here, and I'll move you. You silly Billy. You need to be closer. There we go. Won't really make much of a difference, but we'll swap colors this time. How pretty is that, huh? And there we go. 2 loaves poured, so I need to let this set up a little bit before I can do anything else with it, so be right back. And scrape check. Pretty good. I'd say A+ work. Your rating down below, of course. Now, to be clear, it has been well over an hour, and this is still as liquidy as it is, so that should give you an idea of what we're working with here. In the meantime, I went ahead and made some lye water, and we went grocery shopping, and now I'm just going to put a little biodegradable glitter on this. Just a little bit, not a lot. And with that, we have 2 finished loaves of Zest Assured. Those are going to take forever to set up, so definitely won't be cutting these until tomorrow, but that's at least 1 design down. Alright, batch of lye water is ready to go. I definitely need to order more lye. We're basically out, but we're ready to go ahead and get started on Rough Boy. So in here, in the base, I have sky blue, and in here, I have dark navy blue. Because they're both blues, I might as well just color the base, and then that'll make the dark blue really stand out. And then we have a hell of a lot of pumice powder that's going to go in here, so this is going to be really rough, like usual. And isn't this not, like, the cutest little bucket? How cute is this? It's like a mini version of this guy. Adorable. So, let's go ahead and get started getting this mixed up and ready to go. So we can get it poured in here. It is an in the pot swirl. And then we'll have 1 more soap left to make today. So we're looking very good on time. So in general, I don't really care for blending with the pumice powder in there, so I like to try and get that all blended first. And then I'm going to hand mix in the pumice powder. I don't know how well you can hear how rough that's already getting. Oh boy. I feel like whenever I do multiple colors like this, I never have as much of the second color as I should probably have. I think this is good. If I think it's good, it's probably not enough. Let's add some more. Now it's probably good. Oh, she's crunchy. In the pot time. I'm going to save a little bit for the top. Shit. God, I hate pouring with the circle mold. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Oh. Going to actually lose my shit. I need to never, ever pour with the circular containers. I swear to God. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. Scrape check. Also could have been better. Also not great. So I need to let this set up a little bit because I like to texture it with the chopstick, but I like there to be a little bit of that texture on there, and that requires it to set up just a touch. This is very crunchy, which is good if you're like me and you like a really rough soap. This is where it's at. And let's get this textured on the top. There we go. And 1 more done. I have also run out of master batch in this bucket, so I need to take the last of the master batch that I made. Remember, I made 3 buckets worth. I'm almost through it all already. I already got the last of the missing castor oil in there. In case you're wondering, yes, I am terrified every single time I do this that I'm gonna spill it everywhere. I haven't yet, but I am still scared. And then we're gonna round out our soap making for today with 2 loaves of Zub Zub. So Zub Zub is our oatmeal milk and honey batch, and this has powdered oatmeal in it. And each layer, because it's gonna be a total of 4 layers, I'll put a picture of what the final soap looks like. Each layer has the colored and the uncolored soap mixed in the pot. And then once that's done, we'll have some melt and pour embeds on the top, plus some whole oatmeal sprinkled on there. So I'm gonna be starting off with the black and uncolored. This is a very supply intensive soap because of the layers. So I am gonna have each of the colors, so we'll have black and uncolored, and then I have a 3rd container for my yellow. I'm trying this time yellow iron oxide because it's such a pretty natural looking yellow versus like say yellow vibrance. And what I'm going to be doing, because this is striped and I want them to be, you know, precise, I'll have the main loaf over here that you'll be able to see me pouring. And then over here, I'm also going to have another loaf that I'm measuring. So that way I can measure out exactly how much should be in each layer, but it's going to look nicer for filming to be over here. Let's go ahead and mix up our first 2 layers and get those into their tertiary container and then poured in, because this one's going to take a while and I'd really like to be done soap making before anybody is trying to make dinner. Good thing I have so many blender heads. And this one I don't mind using the blender with the powder in there. I will probably just leave the blender heads in the cups because I'm going to reuse the cups. Wow. And we are all done with Zub Zub. I did not get done before dinner was getting made. Unfortunately, I was in the way. So, I'm sorry to David, who's trying to make dinner right now, and I'm in the way. So, there we are. We also had some issues with layers, so it'll just have to do. Alrighty, friends, it's Tuesday. It's the next day. We're gonna go ahead and get these soaps all cut down into bars. Here we go. They are still a little bit soft, which happens. But I have a lot to do today, so I'm just going to cut them a little bit soft. There we go. And here's the other one. Ta-da! Up next is Rough Boy. I'm really excited for this one, and I think I'm probably going to end up keeping a bar because this new pumice powder that I got is coarser than the previous pumice powder we're using. So this should be really nice and scrubby, which personally I really love. Take my entire first layer of skin off, please. Ooh, lovely. There's loaf number 2. Alrighty, final one. We have Zub Zub, which I definitely need to cut on its side because there's so much oatmeal. And I know already that one of these loaves got pretty messed up on the layers, which is really unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. This loaf seems like it's okay. So this is probably the one that's messed up. Not too bad there, but you can definitely see, oops. Shh, you didn't see this. No. So I came straight back from the gym to cut the soaps, and it's Tuesday, which means we're all done filming. I know this is a short one. I'm sure you'll understand, but I spent most of it this last week sick. It happens. So I will see you for next week's vlog. I heard you. I'm gonna try and rotate some more cooking back into the vlogs. I have some meal prep I need to do. But for now, I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for the rest of my day. So thanks again for hanging out. Go have some water, have a snack, get some rest. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.